Now, let's look at a scenario financial planners literally call Sam's nightmare, where a guy retires with a cool $1,000,000, planning to spend 50 grand every single year. First, Sam gets hit hard by this thing called sequence of returns risk. While average market returns might look totally fine over a few decades, the actual order of those returns is what really matters, because a crash right at the starting line is mathematically devastating compared to a dip way later on. Second, Sam falls into a brutal financial death spiral when a 15% market drop hits in his very first year. See, because his portfolio shrinks to 800 grand, but his spending stays flat, his effective withdrawal rate actually spikes to 6.5%, forcing him to sell off more shares at rock-bottom prices just to pay the bills. Finally, inflation and negative compounding totally seal his fate. As rising prices bump his living expenses to 52 grand, that portfolio just drains way too fast to recover when the market eventually bounces back, leaving poor Sam completely broke by age 78 with absolutely zero chance to go back to work. So, what does this all mean? Well, while the standard rule of 25, also known as the classic 4% rule, gives you a nice buffer for bad years, the rule of 20 leaves you totally vulnerable to running dry if the market stumbles early. Plan for the worst start, not just the average finish.